What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Legitical Response. We cover political news, keep you up to date, and keep you informed on everything that the government does. Or at least we try to do everything that the government does, but we can only cover so much. But if you want to stay informed, stay up to date, this is the place to be, y'all. But what's up? Yeah, Joe Biden gave his State of the Union address, and it was absolute garbage. It was absolute garbage. And we're going to talk about it. MGT, Marjorie Taylor Greene, called out Joe Biden because he refused to say the name of Laken Riley, who was a nursing student who was killed by a criminal alien. Yeah, we've talked about this a lot. I covered the video like a week and a half ago or something like that. I'll try to put it right here. I know I said I was going to do that yesterday, but I forgot. So I'm going to try to put it right there so you guys can go and check that video out because it dives into detail on that video. But we've had a surge in criminal alien criminality, right? These people coming across the border, they're not vetting these people whatsoever. They pile across the border and then just get dispersed off up into the country, and we don't know who these people are, what they're doing. There could be terror cells all across the country. We don't know because they don't, like I said, they don't vet these people. They just let them come into the country willy-nilly and then ship them wherever the hell they want to go. It's absolute insanity, and that infuriated the crap out of me last night. Joe Biden was talking about, oh, we had the toughest immigration reform, blah. No, dude, he wanted to codify illegal immigration. That's what that bill was. So if you heard that State of the Union address and you're wondering why Republicans who have for the past 3 years been screaming to the high heavens, do something about the border, and you're wondering why they failed to pass a border security bill, right? That seems to make no sense. That's why. Because in that border security bill, it allows for 5,000 migrants a day. Right? It essentially codified illegal immigration. Basically, if they would have passed that bill and Trump got into office and he wanted to close the border down and stop all these illegals from coming across the border, he could not do it. It would be federal law to allow 4,999 criminal aliens or people to come across the border, turning them into criminal aliens every single day. And if it goes over 4,999 people, then Donald Trump could say, there's an emergency, we need to shut the border down. Then he could shut the border down. But he couldn't deport none of those people, and it would also allow an infinite number of children to come across. Yes, an infinite number. Even though there's not infinite humans, it would allow an infinite number. That, to me, blew my freaking mind. How the hell can you type up some legislation that basically makes illegal immigration legal? How the hell do you call that fixing the migration issue that we have in this country with all these illegals coming across the border? I've said it before. That's the same exact thing as trying to reduce gun crime by telling everybody, hey, you can go shoot people now. Just don't kill them. That's the same exact thing as what they were trying to do with that border security bill. And by the way, it wasn't a border security bill. It was a Ukraine war funding bill. Yeah, it also funded Israel and the Indo-Pacific. Why? These people thought that it was a good idea to write this bill up and think that Republicans would just be okay with that. I don't know what is wrong with people. Maybe they thought, nobody's going to read this thing. I don't know what they were thinking, but let's get into the story. Killing of Laken Riley is now front and center of U.S. immigration debate and 2024 presidential race. Yeah, Joe Biden actually screwed up really, really bad last night. First off, when Marjorie Taylor Greene yelled at him and said, say her name, she said that a couple times, yelling, say her name. Laken Riley. He called her Lincoln Riley. What? Come on, Joe. I know you're 81, but That just proves that he's not competent to run the country if he can't even say stuff correctly, right? But then, he brushes it off, right? It really pissed me off. He brushes it off and says, oh, well, yeah, thousands of people are dying because of illegals. What? So you're saying it's okay, Joe. It's okay that this person died because you allowed a criminal alien to come across the country. Oh, it's not only Joe Biden's fault, right? This guy went up to New York, got into a car crash with a minor in the car, and then got arrested again for theft. They let him go both times. Then he goes down to Georgia, a whole nother story of devil came down to Georgia, right? And kills Laken Riley, a 22-year-old nursing student. And he brushes it off like, oh yeah, it happens all the time. Thousands of illegals kill people in this country. Dude, I could not have been more pissed off about that. I was yelling I really wasn't, but you know what I mean, in my head. I was yelling at my damn phone like, Joe, what the fuck are you doing, dude? And then he starts saying, well, y'all should have passed that border security bill. No, dude. That border security bill would have allowed thousands of more people like Jose Ibarra to come across our border and kill people in the United States. And we don't want that. It is so aggravating because this murder could have been prevented easily. If Trump was in office, Laken Riley would still be alive. I'll put it to you that way. And if you don't know what I mean by that, Trump would have not allowed so many illegals to come across the border. Sure, some are going to come across. He may have come across and just not got caught. But he wouldn't have been in a position to get arrested twice up in New York and then go down to Georgia to kill somebody. He was trying to assault her too. And she fought back. It's an insane story, y'all. Absolute insane story. But let's get into this quick story right quick. With an unscripted clash between President Joe Biden and a Georgia congresswoman at Thursday night's State of the Union address, the killing of a Georgia nursing student was further cemented as a political rallying point for the 2024 race for president. 22-year-old Laken Riley has become the face of immigration reform for many conservatives in the days since she was killed while jogging in a park on the University of Georgia campus on February 22nd. No, it's not the immigration reform that we're wanting. Sure, the immigration system, yeah, they need more judges and we need more CBP agents, but that's not the problem. The problem is all the illegals that are coming across the border. These people do not care about our laws. They just pile into the country. And Joe Biden is like, hey, we got to do something about it. The guy that sits on top of the executive branch of the United States, he is in charge of CBP. He is in charge of the FBI. He is in charge of ICE. He is the person to say if a person can or cannot come into this country. He is the one that would tell Alejandro Mayorkas, who has been impeached, to stop these people by any means necessary. And he is saying, hey, we need to do something about this. What kind of message does that send out to the American people? I know the message it sends to me is that he doesn't give a damn. Thousands of illegals are killing Americans all the time. So he doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about any average Joe citizen that would happen to come across some insane person from Venezuela or Guatemala or Honduras or wherever the hell they come from, even China, if one of those people kills somebody. Joe Biden does not care whatsoever. Full stop. At the State of the Union address, Biden held up a pin with Riley's name on it as U.S. Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene shouted from the gallery, say her name. Yeah, she's the one that gave him that pin. He didn't even know about this. I'll bet you. Like I've said it before, to me it seems like what Joe Biden is doing, he's got a bucket full of grenades, and as he's walking out of the White House, he's grabbing a grenade, pulling the pin and throwing it behind him and letting it blow up, destroying the country on his way out the door, because his economic policy has made us much more poor, right? His border policy has made us much more poor by letting the country get flooded with criminal aliens. His foreign policy has caused chaos all over the world. Russia invaded Ukraine. I'd be willing to say that would not have happened under Donald Trump. Hamas attacked Israel. The Middle East is in absolute chaos right now because of a weak United States president. Oh, we're supposed to be the world police, right? We need to pull out of all these areas. Who cares about the Middle East? But damn it, this is my video and I'll rant if I freaking want to. God dang it. But these people just, I don't know, it's just crazy to me that some of these people are blindly following Joe Biden like everything's okay. Joe Biden's gonna fix everything. Oh, Joe Biden is destroying the country, folks. And he seems to not care whatsoever. His comments last night prove that to me. The guy is evil. Period. Let me know down in the comment section if you feel any differently, because have I got some arguments for you. But that's all I got for this one, y'all. I want to thank everybody for watching, and y'all try to have a good day and be positive. Peace.